Over the past year, grooveboxes have become a central part of my workflow. From its portability and multifunctionality, it's really easy to just start making music. And it's completely daw-less, which is something I'm gonna make a video on later. But I also just like that there's a lot of limitations that kind of force me to be more creative. Since there isn't really like an endless sample library or a bunch of different sounds, it kind of makes you think out of the box, but within the box. But forget all that. I think most people just want to know what a groovebox even is, so I'm gonna make this video to explain everything about grooveboxes. It all started in 1996 when Roland Corporation released their MC303. I feel like it always starts with Roland, but basically it was an evolution of the existing drum machines of that time that would play basic drum patterns. But the MC303 did something different. It added an arpeggiator and a phrase sequencer and more parameters, allowing you to improvise on top of those patterns. So they combine synthesis, sampling, and more complicated sequencing into one piece of hardware, thus creating the groovebox. And what Roland does, other companies tend to follow suit. So Korg and Yamaha also came out with their version of the groovebox, and today we have so many different choices, including this cool groovebox for kids. So weirdos all over the world can take pride in being able to play music live. So I'm going to turn both of these on. And so grooveboxes contain three elements. The first is a bunch of sound sources. The second is some sort of sequencer. And then the third is a control surface of some sort. And as you can see, there is no traditional keyboard. It corresponds to notes on a key, but it's not the same, which allows it to be more portable. Just to demonstrate. And then likewise, I also have a project loaded up here. And as you can see, there are instruments on T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, and T6. These are different instruments, so. And likewise. And then here, we have like another drum. And so yeah, these 4 tracks are drums, and here you can just program them however you want, but then there are 6 tracks. So you have a limitation here. Likewise here, there are also like but as you can tell, there's a lot of variations between this and this, because this one is more of an FM synthesizer, and this is just more of like a traditional. Moving into the sequences part, whenever you click on any of these tracks, you can see some notes light up. So if I press play, these are the notes that are being played. So if I click on it, this is the note that's being played. And then likewise, if I get into this mode, you can see that there are notes played in the sequence. The way that you program both of these is by punching in the sequences per track, which is really good for loop-based experimental electronic music. But different grooveboxes do have features where you can chain some of those sequences together, but the main feature is all of these knobs and the dynamic improvisational nature of these devices. So I've only been working with grooveboxes for about a year and a half. I've learned so much through just watching videos online and just being part of this awesome community. And I just wanted to start making my own videos explaining kind of what I've learned and how I view this workflow. So I'm probably gonna do a series on the daw-less workflow, not specifically on any piece of gear, but just the general principles that you can apply across different pieces of gear. That way you can kind of just like do anything with any piece of gear, really. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And also, please like and subscribe.